Hi everyone, welcome to this Rhyme Reacts video and our countdown to Rotterdam. We now only have 27 days until the first semi-final of this year's Eurovision Song Contest. It's getting very exciting. And to celebrate, what we're doing is we are looking back at our favourite entries from the 39 competing countries in this year's competition. For this video, we are looking at our favourite entries from Finland, and joining me live from Helsinki is my very good friend Scott from Scotland. Evening, afternoon, morning.
Moi.
Moi.
It's hello in Finnish.
Well done. I mean, so fluent. So, looking at our favourite entries from Finland, I will kick things off. Sticking to a more recent contest, it was Malmo in 2013. It was Marry Me, performed by Krista Siegfried. Now, this only placed 24th in the grand final. It did manage to qualify, but didn't place very highly. The reason why I love this song is it's one of these songs that has a bit of a hook. I find it really memorable. It was colourful, it was camp, it was silly. At the time, I was very into musical theatre. I mean, I still am, but that was kind of like during my training stages where I was really into it. And there was something about this with the Las Vegas sign, the costumes, the performance. It seemed very kind of like a Western vibe, and I just hooked onto this. I didn't expect it to do hugely well. It wasn't my favorite in 2013. I thought it probably should have been placed higher than 24th. But still, just a really standout, feel good. Again, I like listening to it, and it just puts a bit of a smile on my face. I think she's a great artist. Yeah, I just thought this was a good modern song from Finland. Did nobody any harm, and yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. So, number 3 from me. Handing over to you, Scott, in Helsinki.
Yeah, so what I would just want to add to Krista's performances, she's just been a great ambassador for Finland and just for Eurovision ever since. She's only performed once at Eurovision, and she's tried to represent Sweden a few times, but and I think she's getting involved in some sort of online show this year. Yeah. My memories of that year, that was my first time to Eurovision, and I sat next to Krista's mom and aunt on the train from Copenhagen to Malmö, and I saw some of her family as we went in, and I spoke to Krista a few times saying, hey, I've actually met your mom, which is quite odd. I expected her to do much better. I actually thought at one stage she could have maybe went for the win. I just thought that so many people at home would love this fun, up-tempo song. The whole idea of Marry Me, I thought it was just you're going to have so many brides to be, and maybe grooms to be, humming this tune, singing it to their partners. I thought this was actually going to get the vote. So yeah, 24th, I don't think that's deserved. Definitely deserved, I think, top 10 in my opinion. Anyway, moving on. Finland is one of these countries in the Eurovision Song Contest that they do Eurovision their way. And from that point of view, we've got to respect it. So Finland is obviously a country known for its rock music. But if you think back to the early days of Eurovision, some of their entries were so quirky. Now, I don't know whether that's because the uniqueness of the Finnish language is different to anything else that takes place or which is performed at the Eurovision, shall I say. And there was just a number of entries that I thought were like nice and contemporary. And then I thought, do you know something? I'm just going to choose the 3 Finnish entries that I enjoy the most, however ridiculous it may sound. So in 3rd place, we're going to go back to 1994. They were a pre-contest favourite. In fact, people in Finland were actually thinking, we're going to win Eurovision this year. It was performed by the duo Cat Cat, and the song was called Bye Bye Baby, but it was a disaster. They ended the night in 22nd place.
Bye, bye, baby, baby, goodbye. Lähden pois, vaikka yksin jään. Bye, bye, baby, baby, goodbye.
Was not meant to be. Well, oh, go on.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I think their outfits were appalling. And to know something, the studio version is very good. I don't think it worked well with the orchestra and the backing track when it was performed in Dublin, and it also performed in the dreaded number 2 slot. I think it's because everything was done in Finnish, and then they had this catchy English chorus. I think that's why so many people endeared to it. But yeah, wasn't to be.
Wasn't to be. Well, moving on to my second favourite. This also wasn't to be. This was a non-qualifier back in 2012. The artist was Pernilla, and I'm going to pronounce this wrong, but the song Na Jag Blundar, which means when I close my eyes, I believe. But this placed 12th in the semi-final. It didn't make it into the grand final. What I will say about this is I thought this was beautiful. It was nice to see Finland perform in Finnish in a modern contest. Go on.
No, Ryan. It was Finland performing in Swedish for the first time.
It's Swedish. Well,
Yes.
There you go. Similar
Sorry.
languages. No, it's all right. I assumed, I'm not fluent in Finnish or Swedish. I just assumed. Well, nevertheless, it was interesting then to see Finland perform in Swedish in a modern Eurovision, or any Eurovision really. But for me, this was a really beautiful, simple ballad. I thought she sung it beautifully. It was staged quite simple. It was just her in a green dress with just some accompaniment with her. Overall, it wasn't a standout, but I still thought for a ballad of that year, it was just really beautiful, really elegant. I think this should have gone into the final. Unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be. It came close, but yeah, I thought that was a big disappointment for Finland. But looking back, again, it's not one that I often think about or listen to, but when I look at the entries from Finland, that to me stands out. So that is my number 2.
Som en lykta utan ljus, ett liv utan färger. Det är inte du, någon man ser om man blundar. Som en ängel
So back to you, number 2.
So number 2 for me is going back to 1985, and Sonia Lume achieved 9th place. Again, she performed in the dreaded 2nd place on the night. It seems to be something that maybe Finland's known for. Elakum Eleam. I can't remember what that translates to, but it was in Finnish. And you know something? It was just so up-tempo. I think she was slightly nervous, but she really did. Once she got going, she really gave it her all. The backing dancers or the backing singers, they were doing some kind of crazy moves in the background. But you know something? I think if you speak to a lot of fans, particularly those that look back on the history of the contest, this will be one of the standout Finnish entries. Finland's often overlooked when it comes to Eurovision, but for me, this is one of their better entries.
And before I go into my favourite entry from Finland, we'll just say Finland, they debuted back in 61. They have had a win back in 2006 with Lordi and Rock Hallelujah. Finland love to bring rock. They're bringing rock again this year. It's kind of what they're known for in the Eurovision world. But going to my favourite Finnish entry, not so much rock, probably the complete opposite. I'm going to keep this short and sweet because it still hurts to think about. This was 2017. It's Norma John with the song Blackbird. I remember vividly being sat in my living room watching that semi-final and being sat there quite comfortably thinking this is flying into the final and this is going to compete for a top position. And as I saw those countries come in, my heart sank and sank and broke. This placed 12th in the semi-final. It did not make it. And this, for me, was probably, since I've watched the competition, my biggest upset in terms of results or, say, non-qualifiers. This was just, for me, it was breathtaking. It was and I've said this in a couple of videos, often a country or a song can be good, but once you put it live, there's just a moment. And for me, there was a moment with the bridge, the instrumental piano build, and then the lights all flooded the stage and went red. She hit the final chorus. Thinking about it now gives me goosebumps. I absolutely love this. And I think for a long, long time, it will hurt me watching 2017 and not seeing Norma John in the final. But without a doubt, my clear favourite entry from Finland. And to anybody that has not seen that song, go and listen to it now and just enjoy it, because it was just magic. Short and sweet. But nevertheless, over to you, Scott, your number one from Finland.
All I'm going to say is, perhaps realistically, it's the best song that's Finland have ever sent to Eurovision was Blackbird. It was a beautiful song. Deserved to qualify. Perhaps in the modern era, since we've introduced the semi-finals, it's maybe the biggest injustice. It is maybe the song that deserved to qualify the most. So I do agree with you there. However, we have to round things up, and we're going to go to my number one song in Eurovision Song Contest history from Finland. So forget your Lordies, forget your Blackbirds, forget anything else. This song is, without a doubt, the best song from Finland in the Eurovision Song Contest. We're going to go way back. And one thing I love about this song is that not only the singer and not only the backing singers, but the pianist, they were all in it, and they were given that they had so much determination. Yes, the song is just nonsense, but they delivered a top-notch performance. It came 11th on the night. To me personally, I think this could have challenged for the win, and you're thinking, nah, Scott, you're kidding. You're having a joke with us. No. This is how you do Eurovision. You go on and you give it your all, and this sums up. It's Freddie and Friends. He was making his comeback to Eurovision, having performed, I think, in 1967 or 66. And the song is Pump Pump, or in Finnish, Pump Pump. Watch it. You'll love it.
I will say it's definitely one of the more memorable entries from Finland over the years. But yeah, I'm not surprised that is your number one pick there, if I'm completely honest. Definitely memorable, definitely fun. But anyway, they are our thoughts, our feelings, our favourites from Finland throughout the history of the Eurovision Song Contest. Let us know your favourite Finnish entry of all time. Like, dislike, comment, share, subscribe. Do what you got to do. A big thanks to Scott from joining from Helsinki. And a big thanks to you guys, wherever you may be, for watching as always. So take care. Bye.